Hey everyone, Connor here, joining you today on another live stream. Today we have put together a couple frequently asked questions that a lot of you guys have been asking us recently. So the first one is, what is the difference between the Daystar bushings and the Curry Johnny joints that we offer in our swap kits, our TJ trusses, our TJ replacement brackets and everything? One of the big difference is that the Daystar bushing is going to be the polyurethane replacement bushing that you're going to see in the traditional upper controller mounts in the JL, JT, JK, and honestly most other vehicles. The Curry Johnny joint is going to be that more specific to off-roading. It's going to have better articulation. It's going to be rebuildable. It's going to be greasable. If you are going to be doing your vehicle, like your Jeep, more off-road, we typically like to push you guys more towards the Johnny joints just because they are going to last a lot longer. The polyurethane bushings are great because they are going to have that vibration reduction. However, if you are articulating off-road a lot, you are going to see them wear out a little bit more prematurely. So typically when you're doing those swaps and having a lot more fun off-road, the Johnny joints is going to be the way to go. So next question, what's the difference between our Bantam comp cut and our Bantam bolt on for the rear bumper for the JT? The difference is that the ends. So the center section is going to be the same, but the ends is where everything changes. So with the comp cut, you are going to be cutting off a good portion of the bed to clear those corners to get you a lot more ground clearance. With the bolt-ons, you're simply just going to bolt it right on. You're going to be good to go. Both are going to have that high clearance center section that's going to bolt onto the JT. Again, it's just they're going to be the end plates that are going to be different. Number three, we've been getting a lot of questions about the newer M210 front axle that Jeep has been doing that is going to be a heavier duty version than the first generation M210. And yes, we do have a truss for that. In 2021, typically we started to see that more on the diesels and on the 392 Wrangler. So we will have that truss. A couple ways to determine if you do have that M210 or not is by looking at two different places. Number one, on the passenger side, back side of that casting, where the tube and the casting meet, you're going to see a 05 blatantly stamped into that casting. Second one is going to be the pinion support fins. On the traditional axles, you're going to see just one pinion support fin. On the heavy duty M210, you're going to see two. So those are ways to check out to see if you have that. The C's are going to be the same, except that truss is going to be a little bit bigger to accommodate for the thicker casting and the thicker bracketry that they have on there. And that part number is JL4507 if you guys wanted to check that out. Number four, what material is your aluminum links and steering kits made out of? We use a 7075 aluminum for those. It's going to have, it's going to be super lightweight. It's going to be forgiving if you do hit an obstacle with it. Everything's going to be awesome with that. Everything is going to be fine. And we do offer two different, steering kits specific with those links. If you have a JL or a JT, we actually have the Steer Smarts Yeti XDNs that will work for the OE axles as well as the Super Duty axle. And if you have a JK, we will have a JMX Heim that will work with the OE axles as well. Or if you have a Reed Racing knuckle, you'll be able to bolt those in. Everything will be good to go. And the last question is, what is our bracketry made out of? Brackets are going to be made out of 1/4 inch thick mild steel. They are going to be boxed, especially with the lower control arms. A lot of customers are asking if they're going to need like a skid that we also offer for the lower control arms. The answer is no. We actually have our bracketry going to be boxed, so that way you can weld it up, protect whatever end link you have on your control arms and everything. Everything will be super good. The boxing of that mild steel will add rigidity as well as protection for everything, so you'll be good to go on the trails and having fun. If you guys have any more questions that you want to hear about, call in, shoot us an email. We're more than happy to answer everything for you. If there's anything else, let us know. We guys get you taken care of. Have a good one, guys.